folks, you know that I've been talking about this one for quite some time. And of course, for the last several years, we have been exposing the evil and satanically inspired deeds of the leader of the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab. And of course, it has continued to get uglier and uglier and uglier. Now, as you know, we are on the heels of the Davos conference where the World Economic Forum people have met, probably the largest attended event that they have put on. And of course, they introduced to the world something that we talked about a few weeks ago, telling you it was coming. Now, they had a new term that they wanted to bring into the picture, and we brought this to you when we got the intelligence briefing on what they were actually doing several months ago. And of course, we were 100% correct. It's really funny how they continue to take advantage of what they consider to be catastrophic events in order to bring change using fear-mongering and totalitarianism. Really interesting what they're doing. Sounds like the spirit of Antichrist to me, because it undoubtedly is. And they don't realize this, folks, but they are setting the ground for the final Antichrist that we read about in the book of Revelation 13. And it is going to be ugly for those people who are left behind. Praise God, we won't be. And if you're in that place where you think you will be, it's easy not to be. You just simply give your life to the Lord. So here's the new word that they introduced. It's one that was not used prior to this time, and it is the term polycrisis. Yes, it's not just one crisis, folks. It is a bunch of different crises. Now, what are the mechanics of the polycrisis that they're talking about? Well, first, it is called the crisis of inflation and cost of living, right? That's the first part of polycrisis. And of course, that was something that was created by them. We know that, and continues to be created by them. Then there's the polycrisis of natural disasters. That would appear to me as though they knew there were more natural disasters coming, not because of the condition of the earth, but simply because of the regular ebbs and flows that take place in Mother Nature. And of course, someone over there definitely knows the Bible and is inspired to use the Bible in order to sort of twist things around for their own benefit. Who does that sound like to me? Maybe Satan? Oh yeah. The third section of their polycrisis is GeoEconomic Confrontation, right? That is a nice way of them saying that we are talking about conflict between nations over economic matters. And what they want to do is they want to end that conflict through the reach of globalism. We all need to become one. Kind of interesting how we read about 10 different nations kind of ruling together. It doesn't really work out, and they give it all to one man, and that is the final Antichrist. I think this is the blueprint for all of that, right? And then here's the typical one. We've heard it a lot, climate change. And they actually want to make it criminal to actually speak against climate change. They actually want to be able to create refugees from nations that are dramatically affected by climate change. Again, it's a movement to deaden the effects of the borders. It's their movement to bring together the globalist mindset in order to accomplish their purpose. And perhaps the one that is the most significant, the one that kind of scares me the most, is what they call societal polarization. Okay? And they call this a big problem. Social disintegration is a rising risk due to many factors, including the aforementioned above. So basically, if you do not want to go with the program, if you do not agree with our views, if you are not willing to participate in our 15-minute cities and all the other things that we've got going on, you are a contributor to the sociological breakdown that we begin to see through societal polarization, and we're coming after you. This is their way to bring social credits into the system that they are trying to create. And folks, understand this. We shouldn't be surprised as Bible students. When we study Bible prophecy, we expected all of this to come. It's being articulated and packaged in a more modern way, but it is undoubtedly everything the Bible told us would happen, and we are well on our way to that end day. All I got to say is this, folks, get your house in order. I know that Jesus is coming soon. We got to wake up. God bless you.